Welcome back to All of the Above with me, Emma Kyo. This week I had a think to myself. I was like, okay, what else do I want on this podcast? I know it's such a vast subject and topic podcast as well. And I do love the feeling, the healing, the in-between and all the conversations. So I thought to myself, who will I get on? I have the one and only Emma West on today, who is a sound healer, a shamanic practioner, and Reiki also, a static dance. So we're really going to go into this as well because sound healing has helped me so much. And I wanted to have you on to really talk about this for listeners on how they can bring it into their lives and, you know, really just dive into the areas of what you do.
Well, I probably would be most known for doing sound, but I have in the past. Like Reiki was the one thing that got me into energy work. So I bring a little bit of that into the sessions, but sound healing is kind of what I'm mostly known for. Do a little bit of ecstatic dance. We were just talking before.
Yeah, I really want to get going with that now.
Yeah, like I was flying with it.
Yeah.
And it was getting a really great community going. And then like it just kind of, my laptop broke. So the sound baths just kind of called me back again. But I'll be back doing them again because I actually was at a sound bath there last week and somebody was like, I did your ecstatic dance in Bective. I did like one in Bective.
Oh yeah, I do my workshops there.
Yeah,
It's such a beautiful spot.
So nice.
Because it's nature and it's rustic and it's just so accessible as well.
Yeah, definitely. So they were like, oh, definitely want to do it. It was the first time they'd done it. They were so terrified, which, you know yourself, if you're like moving and you don't know. So, but they were like, loved it. So that kind of has given me the kick to maybe do more. So we'll see.
Yeah, because even like, so talk to me then about static dance. So for listeners in, you're probably going, yeah, it is dancing, but describe it like what, I've done it before.
Yeah.
What is it?
So it's free form movement, essentially. It's me. Like why I love it is because I was never into, I love this, like we're talking about sound healing, we've just gone off on ecstatic dance.
Yeah, all of the above, babes.
But why I love it is like I was never into the gym, was never into like growing up or anything like that. So movement was always something I had to like make myself do. Do you know what I mean?
Like it was like a chore nearly.
Yeah, a little bit. But like if you put on a good tune, like you'll just instantly move. And we'll talk about that, about sound and kind of how it synchronizes up with the brain, which is another form when you do it in the opposite way of like a really good tune, you're actually like synchronizing up in that way as well and kind of bringing like good vibes as well as like
it's called the different
vibes.
Hertz.
All the hertz, yeah.
See?
But well, this is going to be the most rambly one. So what were we talking about, ecstatic dance?
Yes, we were.
So how that girl, like, so yeah, she was saying that she was like really afraid to come along because she was afraid that she wouldn't be able to move because it's sober, you know? So everybody was kind of like, okay, she's making me like move a little bit. I'm a little bit nervous. But then they just found this freedom then. She just let herself go. And she said it was the most freeing thing. And it's great to see that, you know, but why I love doing them is because I'm so fascinated about sound, I love to create the journey. So it's really creative for me as well. So like if I'm creating like some sort of like hour mix or 90-minute mix, like I really like to take people on the journey in the music that I choose. Yeah. It's just the same with sound. So like I've just always been so passionate about sound from an early age.
And where did this come from? Because we know there's something in there that this came, like everyone always has a story from, I always say, now not necessarily that you probably went through pain, but from your pain comes your purpose.
Yeah.
I always say that. And I've never met anyone that you just are like, oh, I'm just a philanthropist and I just like, I'm a healer now. We all have been through something to be where we are today.
Yeah.
Do you have a story?
I do. Yeah. It's a long one, so you could be here for a while,
honey.
But we won't go too deep into it.
Whenever you feel like comfortable sharing.
Yeah, of course. So how I got into actually doing the sound healing side of it was, it was really a blessing from the pandemic, like so many people. I was going through a time where I was like, what am I doing with my life? I was always into music and sound as like growing up. Like my dad worked in radio. Yeah. And he, like from when I was younger, he would have had like the decks in the room. So like in my spare room, I had like decks. Like at the age of like 5.
Yeah.
But like, they were turntables, and he had like all these kind of records and stuff. When I tell people this story so many times, out of all of the records that he had, which some were probably really cool, I hyper-focused on about 4, and I listened to them to death, right? And I'm going to absolutely make myself cringe here by telling you which
Tell
ones
me,
they
I want to
were.
know.
So, Michael Jackson, Thriller.
Okay.
I mean, that's not too bad.
Can you do the dance? Then you have to go around the clap.
Yeah. Wasn't that good, but anyway. So, for the feels, oh God, what's her name? Definitely the one. I don't know why I was so obsessed with this one. Gloria Estefan.
Okay.
Remember that? Cuts both ways.
Yeah.
A 5-year-old playing that song.
I love that.
Bros, When Will I Be Famous?
When
Loved that.
will I be famous?
Oh my God, loved it so
What
much.
tune.
And then Grease, just for a bit of balance. You know?
Oh, I love
Loved
that. So
Grease.
you can see a little the vibe. I thought you were going to be a bit more like Fleetwood Mac in there, or
No.
like disco. No,
That's
it's such
why
a
I'm
mix.
telling you, it's probably the cringiest
It's not
thing.
cringe. No, they're like 80s, proper 80s.
Well, look, I hope I've grown out of like, yeah, they are, but I hope
Yeah.
my style of music. So anybody who's coming to an ecstatic dance, don't worry, I'm not going to play those.
When boom, 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 boom.
So
Okay.
yeah, so that's kind of where it started from. But then in primary school, was always in the choir. Secondary school, I just always found myself most comfortable around sound. So my dad moved up to Belfast when my mum and dad separated when I was 7, and he moved up to Belfast when I was 12. So that's where he's originally from. So a lot of like my summers would have been spent up there. Like my brother, he's lived up there for years and years. Like he's got a different accent to me. It's so mad. So if we go out together, I remember one time somebody thought we were a couple, and I was like, "That's my brother."
Oh my God,
cringe.
God.
But so spent summers, all that sort of stuff up there. Was always brought into the radio station because where he lived, the station that he worked in, was literally 5 minutes from the house. So he used to bring, probably wouldn't be able to get away with it now, but like he used to bring me into the station then, and he'd give me like these random jobs, like of picking, I loved it, like, but picking out all the different tape things, like this going back, 25, 30 years ago.
Cassettes.
And having to, like, cassettes, like, and put them up, go, here's the ads and stuff. Loved it. So yeah, he probably introduced me mostly to sound and all that sort of stuff. But when I was in secondary school, then I was always into like if it wasn't a class that had nothing to do with music, I genuinely never went. It was so bad. Like I just skipped every class bar the music one. So I had an amazing music teacher, and I just loved like everything to do with, like, I was never really good at discipline back then, so I never really picked up an instrument. Like I remember, I was thinking about this yesterday. I remember I must have like practiced keyboard or something in primary school.
So did I. I self-taught myself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
But like,
no, I done the recorder, and my dad kept.
Me too.
My dad kept wanting me to play the violin and like the cello or something, but because they were forcing it on me, I didn't want to do it. Or the clarinet.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to do that, but they wanted me to do it because they were pushing it. I rebelled and didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
But now I'm kind of raging that I don't have that, and I want to
Yeah.
learn how to play the piano myself.
I know. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I wish I had had the discipline. Like definitely. My brother self-taught guitar. Like he had the discipline. But I just remember being in primary school and like, you know, the end of year keyboard class came up. And something in me was like, well, you have to do it. And I still remember, like, we're in the PE hall. I hadn't practiced a bit, like. And I walked up, like, so embarrassed. I walked up, it was my turn. I feel like my heart racing and going, you'll be grand, you'll get through it. Like, you know the beat of the keyboard?
You press something.
I literally stood there, like, that. And then I was like, like trying to go with the beat, hadn't got a clue. Oh, I wanted the ground to swallow me up. But yeah, I never had the discipline to keep up with the instrument, like of any sort. But loved to listen to music. And I had obviously progressed from those ones on the record thing. Like when we were in music class, I would have loved the classical music.
Yeah.
Much more than like when we studied the Beatles. I was like, no, I want to listen to the classical because there's something that brings out the emotion in classical music.
You took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah,
like I would
definitely.
sit there and like cry. Like I remember even my nana, God rest her soul, she'd be nearly 10 months gone now. She got cremated, and one of her favourite songs was the Blue Waltz.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
know,
Oh, yeah.
so she went in, and while she was getting cremated, they played that song. She loved it, like. And then I remember when she was like, passing away, we played it. But I remember one time, I'm really into signs. I know we're going off topic, but like we're getting there.
We're still on the signs.
We're on the signs, yeah. So I remember one time, I don't know if I shared this on the pod. So I went for went for a swim there last year, right? And I was sitting there by myself. I was like, right, I'll just put these bags beside these little group of elderly people. I was like, sorry, do you mind minding my bags? And I'm going to go for a swim. They were like, yeah, no worries. Came back, got chatting to this guy, Danny, 84. His wife died 7 years ago. And he set up a little club, sink or swim. They're all like retired and they go swimming every morning. So I sat there and he was trying to set me up with his friend who was 50. At the time I was single. I was like, this is gas. I was like, how old is your son? I was like, Danny, you just want me to go to your house. I was having the crack with him. But anyways, he was telling me about his wife, and he never used to swim in the sea because his wife didn't like it. But then he started swimming when his wife passed. And I was like, oh, funny you say that. I was talking about robins then. And I took this card out of my wallet. I actually have it over there. My mom gave it to me, and it's a little card saying, when a robin appears, loved ones are near.
Yeah.
Right? The little card. And my mom would never buy them. It was off a woman who came to the door. I was showing Danny it, right? He took the exact same one out of his wallet and was like, I have the same one, right? So then after that, every now and then he sends me, do you want to go for a swim? Like, I meet up with him, we go for a swim. He's my little pal. It's like my nana sent him to me, right? So then when I went home, a robin flew in front of the apartment and there was butterflies there. And I was like, this is fab. I know my nana is here. It was the first day I was like, I can feel her with me. So then I was heading into town to go out with my sisters. And I was Jarrell, always there when you come.
Oh, yeah. Tune.
Right.
Summer.
Tune,
Yeah.
right. I'm like, always on time.
When
right.
was that? That was like 2002, 2003.
I was doing my junior cert.
Yeah. Yeah. Are we like...
Same age.
What age? So you're...
I'm 40 in July.
Okay. Yeah. So we're the same. So I'm 41 in June.
Year apart.
Yeah.
So I'm like that as well. So I was like, okay. Then the song ended and I just flicked the radio station over. And it was to Lyric FM. And what song came on? I was like, I parked up and I literally let myself cry, unconsolable, because I was like, she is here. And that's why the power of music, classical music, like instrumental music, it gets you in your like your core, like all your chakras. You're like my solar plexus and my stomach lately from doing sound baths is vibrating. I remember I done a sound bath there 2 weeks ago. Do you know Shay? He works for Yoga Dublin. He does breath work.
No, I haven't been to his sound bath yet, actually.
Really good. Really good. Because I was down in Dunmore East at a retreat and he's done them beautiful, man. Shout out to Shay as well. But he done them and I felt so sick after the sound bath. I was like, I feel really dizzy. And he was like, I've never heard of that before. I have, do you know, as in like, because everyone has different reactions to healing. Have you found that?
Oh God, yeah. Like everybody's coming into the space with different, like different things that they have gone through since they're born, but also like they're entering the space everyone has a different place in their mind and body. So of course you're going to resonate with different sounds. Of course you're going to receive them differently. Yeah. You know, and of course you're going to need different things every time you come to a sound bath, not just one fits all, you know.
And as well, I find that different bowls and hurts activate different feelings in my body. So like I think the quartz ones, I feel it in my root chakra.
Yeah.
And then the Tibetan ones are all in my solar plexus as well. Yeah. And then it moves up through then obviously like my chest, like the chimes and everything, and it goes all the way up.
They can come a little
all
bit
the way
more,
up.
Up here. Yeah.
And I was saying this even to people, like, you know, the rest of the room, I think, because everyone has different experiences, and I've been doing this sort of shit about 15 years. Yeah. Like going to Reiki, going to sound baths, and people are like, how the fuck do you feel that? Like, is something wrong with you? Because I feel so deeply. I feel, and I'm an empath. And
me too.
Yeah, you're probably the same, or a highly sensitive person. But anyway, so Back to the
Well, go, yeah. See, I knew this was going to happen.
No, I know.
So yeah, back to the classical listening music
Yeah.
as a teenager. And I was one of those teenagers that wanted to put on this really cool front, like as in, you know, so then if I had friends that came over, like, I think they were just like, what the hell? Like, I'm like, you have to listen to this song. Can you
probably
not
thought you were
feel
like, yeah,
that?
you're
Like,
weirdo.
yeah, but like, I loved it. I was like, can you not feel that in there? And they're like, no, I can hear it. And I was like, but can you not feel it? So never understood it for ages. And then I progressed to get my own set of decks. So I used to have, like, I don't know how I got away with this, but I remember I painted like a Positiva sign. Obviously, I was getting into like DJing and stuff then, and I painted a Positiva sign on my bedroom wall. Yeah. Like, any person coming in must have been like, she is off the walls. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, party girl central.
Yeah.
So then I did my leaving cert really badly. Just wasn't in the headspace. It was like just going out like loads and stuff. And like, there was, a home was a bit crazy. So I used to retreat up to my room, and just, that was my sanctuary. Like, that was my safe space. And that was where I could just put on the music and just feel all the feelings that were going on. And so there was a lot going on when I was younger. But so then I finished school, and then I had my first child at 17.
Did you?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's 20, nearly 23 now.
Oh my God, amazing.
Yeah.
Some woman.
Yeah, but like, that was tough as well, you know?
Yeah, I can
So
imagine. My
hard.
mum was 18 having me.
Really?
She's 17 when she got pregnant.
And
she's
do you get on?
Yeah,
like
a house on fire.
Yeah,
it's
brilliant.
mad now, because it's like, when I was younger, I wanted to kill her, Emma. Like, I really wanted to kill her when I was a teenager. Like, the two of us would be in each other's faces. And then as I got a little bit older, like, I did see eye to eye, but then I had another spirit where I was like, you're wrecking my head.
Yeah.
But now it's like I have this whole new love for my mom, because we see each other not only as mother and daughter, but woman to woman.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going on 40, and like, she's 58 in a few weeks. Like, my dad's only going on 60. So it's like, I said this before, I'm nearly like the third parent in my family, because do you know what I mean? And they did their best, but now I have so much compassion for my mom and dad as well, being like, they did the best they could.
Yeah.
They were literally like a child trying to bring me up.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
But I thought I was so grown up at the time. It's so weird when I look back on it. Like I said, Jack's 22, like, he's going to be 23 in June, another Gemini. And me and him, like, well, I have 3 kids, but I definitely feel like I just understand him so much. But it's probably just we're fellow Geminis. But yeah, we definitely, like, I was a single parent even
Fair play.
being pregnant. So look, there's no hard feelings there. Like, we were both kids, so like, we've grown up now. Like, we're all hopefully civilized now.
Yeah.
But at the time, it was really, really difficult, and I was like, lived on my own from when he was like 1.5. So I was doing all the things, and when I say, like, I thought I was like such a grown woman. I was like, I'm 17, I can do all of this, because I had to grow up so quick with things that were going on at home.
Same.
Like, I was doing stuff like that people, like, it was just mad, the things I was doing from like late primary school all the way up, just having to look after myself and do all the things that by the time I got to 17, I genuinely thought I was like 25, ready to settle down. I was a kid, like, you know, I was an actual kid.
It's like
having a child.
Yeah, but even it's like, because I know I'm quite similar, but even like, it's like you skipped a few of your teenage years because you were jumping into early adulthood nearly to, like, you know, help your family, help your siblings, provide, whatever it was.
Yeah.
You think you're capable, but then you probably look back now and go, how did I do that?
How? Living on my own, doing all of that. I still remember the first time I had to cook mashed potato, and I absolutely annihilated the thing. And I was like, I am never going to be able to do this. Like, I remember somebody saying to me, moving out will either make it or break it. And it definitely, I'm quite, if somebody tells me I can't do something, I like to prove that I can. So that definitely fueled me over those years.
Of course, I will prove you wrong.
Yeah. It's a good energy to have.
Yeah,
like,
of course. If you keep saying that to me, I'll be like, I'll show you.
Yeah, definitely.
That fuels you, like.
Yeah,
yeah.
100%. So it's great once you can manage it and you don't let it kind of run away with itself.
Yeah.
But yeah, then met my now husband, current husband, when I was 21.
I love that current husband. For now.
We're going out 20 years now, so
I always say that
in.
for the laugh, I say to my boyfriend, I'm like, yeah, you're my boyfriend for now. And he's like, stop saying for now.
Oh yeah, no, it was 20 years.
Oh,
20 years now next year. So
I love
yeah, so
that.
it's been a long time. But met him when I was 21, and then like that was grand. But what I found was I was DJing and when we met, and I remember like on our first when he had asked me out, and I was like, "Oh, do you want to go out Friday night?" And I was like, "Can't, I'm DJing." Like thinking I was so cool.
Where did you DJ?
Like it was in and around town. So I think I did the Academy.
Right.
When it was changed from Spirit to the Academy.
What was your name as a DJ?
My name, Emma West.
Emma West.
Yeah, it's kind of a marketable
Did you do
name.
traffic?
No. And I only did it for like 2 or 3 years. I was in Sin as well.
Love bit of Sin,
Yeah,
the 50 euro
yeah.
band.
But do you know what? I loved it. But
Emma West. I'm like, how is that? Like, were you ravey like?
no, it was more housey.
Housey.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see, do I remember? Because I would have been always out, like, do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
going to all the clubs.
But like this is so long ago. I even feel weird talking about it.
But
'cause
I'm the
it's so
same age
long
as
ago.
you. I
know.
like, break for the border at 4
Yeah.
a.m.
Oh, yeah,
jumping
used
through
to
the
be there as
railings.
well. Used to be there
Like,
as well. It was
honestly,
absolutely
like,
brilliant.
yeah. Sin, where else?
Jamie. Anywhere it was sent.
Tripod?
No,
No.
didn't do it there.
Where else did we go?
Because I had Jack, like, I had a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
So I couldn't be just going off. And that
No.
really frustrated me. Actually, I kept like I studied radio in college as well. And
You'd be a
that
really good
was-
radio DJ. I was like, how are you not on the radio?
Again, I think what happened was I was doing all the things and I had all of the opportunities, but I was so like eaten with self-esteem. Like my self-esteem was on the floor. And I think like I had maybe 1 or 2 bad gigs that most people would just be able to brush off if they had, like this is before I met Steve, like this is when I was on my own with Jack. If they had somebody there to bounce off and be like, it's fine, where I didn't have that. Like I was coming home to a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
And then I could run a marathon with the thoughts that go around my head. So when you have that and you're kind of on your own, it's very hard to like, so anyway, that definitely was a factor of why I probably stopped doing that. And I think I convinced myself that, I don't know how this happened, but I convinced myself that I needed, in inverted commas, a proper job. So I was working for an agency, an entertainment agency anyway at the time. And that's where all the DJs were. So we were all kind of in together, but I was in the office. They owned a couple of clubs in town. So I was there and the opportunity came up to work full time. And then that transpired to doing their accounts. I hadn't got a clue how to do accounts. But in my head, I was like, but sure, I'll still be cool. I can still kind of go back DJing whenever I want. It was only meant to be a temporary thing. But somehow along the way, I totally lost who I was for like 10 years.
It's mad, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, but like I think it was just, I'd had the other 2 kids, Holly and Alex. They're 10 and 12 now. And I definitely was like, what? I remember waking up one day going, who am I? Like, how have I got here? Like I had everything and I was just filled with regret for years going, you threw away the radio because I was working like part-time in 104. So like I had that opportunity, but obviously it was a little bit harder because I had a son as well. But I think, yeah, it was, I don't know how it happened. I actually don't know
like
how
a
it happened.
blip.
An absolute blip. But that gave me the driving force to do the 180 or the 360 or whatever way. I can never figure that out.
Yeah.
Because 180 in my head is like, am I looking the opposite way? I
360 is a
do
full
like
flip,
measurements.
isn't
Don't
it?
ever ask me to do like anything in IKEA because
Let's
I
call
will
it
come
full
back.
circle.
So this
Semicircle, full circle. It's like on your balls.
But we want to do the full. I should know.
Yeah.
Maths, measurements, all that sort of stuff.
yeah,
Not
here's a
my
sister,
vibe.
I know.
I can't.
The brain.
Like I'm this person who measures things like when I just go like that, going, yeah, that'll fit.
Ah, yeah.
That'll fit.
Or I'm trying to
but
do it
I
on my
managed to
iPhone.
fit everything into the car, all the equipment. Everyone's
you
like, how do you fit all of the equipment into your car?
Guesstimate, not an estimate, just guesstimate.
All those years playing Tetris.
Oh,
100%.
I love Game
You know?
Boys.
Yeah, the game board. What was it called? Do you remember off Home Alone? The Talk Boy. My brother used to have a Talk Boy.
Love
So
them.
jealous.
Yeah, I love the
Really
old
hard to
games.
come by now.
Yeah, I know. You could get them on vintage, I'd say. 100%. So then,
Yeah, how
tell
did we
me,
get to?
this is it. I feel like this is just like ping pong because we're trying to unpack everything. But then, so you could go back to DJing as well, and then finding your purpose after losing yourself for nearly 10 years.
Yeah, went down the accounts thing. The opportunities just came up. I took them, and I could see I was like stopping other work to study. So I was doing the accountant technicians, and I really don't know how I got lost in it, but I did anyway. And they were the most miserable years of my whole life.
Really? Yeah.
Like not in the agency. Like the lads that I worked with were great crack. But then I went to work for a solicitor's office as well, and absolutely lovely, loved the people, really, really nice, like looked after me so well. But the actual job was just not for me. So along came Reiki.
When
I
did you
didn't
do
really
that now?
know much about energy work about 10 years ago.
Yeah. Were you getting Reiki done to yourself and then you were like, oh, I'll do Reiki 1?
Yeah, so so what happened was I went to a friend's house who was already into this. So I met her through karate. So we're totally
You
going
have lived like
insane.
9 lives.
I haven't even told you half of it because we only have an hour.
I'm like, what the hell is going on? I thought I was bad.
But yeah, so my husband's dad runs a karate club.
Your husband, right, okay.
Still does.
Husband's dad's auntie's cousin's boyfriend, right? Grant, I'm on track.
So I met this girl who does karate. You might actually know her. She does affirmation cards as well, randomly.
Who?
Sharon. Oh God, I can't remember her page. She's an artist, and she does.
Is she in Crumlin?
No, Finglas was where she was.
Sharon, what's her surname?
Oh gosh.
She
I can't remember her second name, but I'll
we'll
show
have
you
a
her
look on
page.
it.
Yeah. So she brought us to her house one time. She wanted to do like crystals and stuff. I hadn't got a clue, but said, "I'll come along," like because I really liked her, and went along to that. And she was just explaining about energy, and I was like, "Oh my God!" It was like this whole world was just opening up because I was like, "So I don't just have this physical body. I have all of these bodies. This is amazing!" Like And I came home. And she gave me, like, she passed around like a bowl of crystals and stuff. And she's like, everybody pick one. And that will
Pick
be...
a rock, any rock.
Pick a rock, any rock. Yeah. Pity it wasn't a diamond.
I know.
I got one of them in the end.
Yeah, because at the start when you're getting into crystals, you're like, it's just a rock. And you're like, you don't understand the meaning of it.
Oh, but I picked a rose quartz.
Self-love, baby.
Yeah. And when I came home, the first thing, we used to have like these marble floors. We have wooden floors now. We've obviously downgraded. But like... I walked in and it fell out of my hand and broke in two.
Oh, wow.
Literally broke in two. And it was kind of how I was feeling in myself at the time. It was really like when I look back, I was like, wow, that was how I was. My heart was broken, like, just because of how I felt. I'd kind of just so much segued onto something else. But I remember like Steve went up to bed and I just opened the laptop and I was like, energy. I was like, could not get enough of this new world that I found. And so that was the very, very start of it. So anytime I see her, I was like, you had such a big role in my whole trajectory of my life.
Yeah.
And so, so then I found Reiki and started doing that. And I remember ringing my dad because, I never really said a lot about my dad, actually. Like, he was incredible. He had a lot of things that went on as well, but we were very similar. We were the same people. He was so creative. We could just spend like hours talking about the name, like opening up a chip shop. What would you name it? Like, stupid stuff like that.
Yeah, I can tell that you were very similar and very creative and not wanting to be refined and defined. Like, you wanted to just be a little bit more free and expressive and creative.
Yeah, he was very
people
expressive.
Are like that. They're not book smart, but everything else you're so smart.
Yeah. And a lot of our conversations, I wouldn't have seen him a lot, like maybe 2 or 3 times a year because of him living up in Belfast. But a lot of our calls were always on the phone. Again, the audio kind of thing. And he was just a great listener. I could always ring him at the drop of a hat, and he always knew the right thing to say. But I remember I rang him and I was like, I think I'm having a spiritual awakening. And his laugh, because he was just like, she is cracked. Like, and he just laughed down the phone. He's like, what? And I said, no, honestly, I am. Like, and that would have been in the November, because I just felt like this whole world, as I said, was opening up. Didn't know where it was going to take me, but I just felt like, okay, this is bringing me somewhere. And he then passed away the February after, really suddenly, which I was obviously heartbroken.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's 9 years ago now.
Yeah.
But I still obviously miss him a lot because of what I'm doing now. He would have loved, like, and he would have been so proud. And anytime I see 1212, you're talking about the Robin, 1212 is my dad's
I'm 1111
number.
for my nana.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my number is 1111 and my other nana passed away on 1111.
Oh, God.
And I have it like
Yeah.
tattooed there.
Yeah. My cousin has her like date of birth. So
Yeah.
nobody ever forgets her birthday. It's clever.
Yeah, I'm telling you, 1111.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
So, yeah. So anyway, so that was right. But I really feel like that finding Reiki at that time helped me because I always said, I don't know what I'll do if he goes. And I really felt like, okay, this has come to me at this time to get me through that grief, which obviously it's horrific, but it really helped, you know. And then when I was kind of in that world, I was like, I can't get back out now. This is...
It sucks
can't
you
go
in, doesn't
backwards.
it?
Like,
No.
you can't.
It's like Jumanji. You're in you're in
You're
it.
in. You can't go back out.
Into the jungle, you must wait until you roll a 6 and 8.
Or 1 and 2, 12,
Yeah,
12.
I know. 100%.
Yeah,
It has a hold.
Yeah, it has a hold. And it's a good hold.
It is.
So where were we? Yeah, so then COVID happened. But I had already been looking at things. Like I was, would it be reflexology or would it be this? Or like I knew I had something more to offer, but I couldn't figure out what it was. And I went to my first sound bath. It was got about maybe 7 years ago. And I just remember going, oh, this is it. Like the clarity that I got, the peace of mind, and just lying there and listening to these incredible sounds. I was just like, wow. Like I felt so chilled after. So
you
I was
nearly
like,
feel
okay.
like you're stoned. You're like,
Yeah.
Like I remember that as well. You're
In
just
and
like,
out. Like, yeah.
Like, because I remember I said to my mum, I'm going for a sound bath. And she said, or on my mom's part, and she's like, you're going to sit in the bath and do what? Play sound? Like people, she thought I was going to just listen to
still get
Spotify
that.
and sit in the bath. I'm just going to have a sound bath. People don't really, when you think about it.
It wouldn't be bad actually if you could have speakers around.
Yeah, just have surround sound
Bit of essential
in a
oils.
bath. 100%.
I might be onto something.
Yeah, I'm telling you. You know, surround sound in the bath, bubbles. Like, there you go.
But I do the floating sound baths.
I'm dying to do that.
Yeah,
Do you do that on
really
Paris
popular.
Court?
No,
Which one do you do on?
I've only done, so I've done private ones so far. Cashel Palace, lovely space.
I saw that. Bougie girl.
That one is fab.
Yeah.
Like the pool size really matters. I did the Europe as well, which is
Fab down there.
stunning. Oh my
Really
God,
nice.
so nice. And then the most recent one I've done is in the Plaza in Killarney.
Lovely.
Yeah, and that was a bookable one, as in anybody could book in, but the other two were private. So
Yeah.
definitely this year. It's just trying to find the right place.
That
you know?
suits you.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, sure do. The aquatic centre.
They'd be floating all the way down.
I'm telling you.
Because I use the stick of the thing to
Yeah.
pull people back. I'm like, because they'd be looking at me going, what, you need that? And I was like, no, we need to get them back.
Honestly,
I was like, could you imagine the size
But
of the
see,
one
do
I
you know
need
what
for
freaks me out? What if I need to pee? I'm on a lilo floating with a sound bath. That would be in my head then, even though I've peed before. You just see the pee. No.
As I'm pulling you back, you'll have
we're
this
nappy.
like...
No, but like even though you go to, like obviously you're in the swimming pool, and I was thinking this because me and my friend wanted to do one. Even though you go to the bathroom before, but then I was like that will be in my head knowing
the
that I'm
sound.
floating. But even though when you're in a sound bath, anyways, like you have to you go. It's going to be an hour long. But I'm dying to try one.
Yeah, but I suppose I know what you're saying because you're like, no, I can't
I
get out.
can't get out into the water to go, and I'm
Yeah.
on water, which is making me want to go.
Wear those, like you say.
Buggies.
I should get West branded ones.
100%. I know, definitely. West where?
West wear.
You know, this is
I thought she was going to bring out like beanies or something, but here we go.
No, we're
with
going
the-
to do West underwear. Yeah, no, I'm dying to do that as well, even with the sounding, because I was supposed to go to one of yours. I remember, I think it was last year, and remember I was saying to you, you pushed it out a day, and I was like, oh, I can't get it today.
Yeah.
Something happened. You were like,
Yeah, yeah,
unfortunately,
yeah.
I can't do it this day. Can
That
you
was
do it tomorrow?
Invective, wasn't it?
It was Invective. And I couldn't go to it. I was like, oh, I'll get to another one.
I'm there most Tuesdays. Just come
Yeah,
along.
yeah, no, I love it because I do my workshops there as well. It's fab. But even like when I started doing sound baths, do you believe this actually right now? I'd be mad for like reading up on like conspiracies, history, all that thing. You know the way I wanted to ask you this? They got rid of all the bells in World War II because of the frequencies and the hertz in them because they had healing purposes.
Yeah.
Did you read that?
I have read about that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like
I
it would
believe
make
that now.
sense.
It
that-
does.
Because you can see it nowadays where they're trying to get rid of other stuff.
And even in the morning, like my little ritual in the morning. Now, not every day, do you know what I mean? Because I always feed into how I'm feeling every day.
Yeah.
So, a few times a week I listen to 528
Yeah.
megahertz. So in the morning I like journal, I have my cacao, and it just like, if I'm not listening to the birds outside, I'm like, this is a vibe.
Yeah.
And I feel so like just calm. Even 5 minutes, I just sit there. I might do a little bit of shaking or a breath work. And I'm like, now I can start my day with ease, instead of being like, right, up, out, blah, 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 blah. And I know that's not ideal for everyone, but even in the evening time with your cup of tea going to bed.
No, I'm all about this.
Yeah.
Sonic nourishment.
100%.
All about
Even
this.
somatic, I'm like, you're okay.
Yeah, I
You're
do that.
safe.
Even
So
before I
do
knew
I.
what tapping was, I think we naturally come back to these ways.
But you ever notice as well, my mom does this, right? When you're sitting there, the way, I know this sounds gross, but the way men, they put their hand like that.
Yeah.
But women, I swear to God, I always have my hand like this and I sit there like that.
I'm a cushion person.
Yeah. Or else, like, it's mad the way it's like a comfort thing. Or even sometimes if I feel a bit anxious, I just go like that. I'm like, it's okay.
Yeah.
Like tapping as well.
Or my favourite breath to take is, the deep, I don't know much about breath work, only like, I don't know all the names of all the different, you've done breath work.
Yeah, with Neil.
Yeah, so my favourite one is the one where you breathe in and you do that oceanic kind of sound on the way out. Like, that one really calms me.
Yeah.
But the counting ones and stuff, I can get a little bit like, I just want to do like a big one. And
there's one called, like in pranayama, there's one like the B one. So you hum at the back of your throat.
Yeah,
so
I
you
love
go in for 3 and then you go and obviously it's the sound as well is like activating your nervous system to give a signal for it to sense
I do
calmness.
a lot of that after the sound bath, and it's all about letting people connect in with their own sound, because like the sound baths are great, but like we're talking about sonic nourishment, not everybody can get to sound baths first off, and not everybody can get to them as much as they'd like. So it's trying to give them the tools after they've left to be able to tap into it every day. So like when I talk about sonic nourishment, it's like you say, playing that nice music, and it doesn't matter what it is. It can be anything that calms you. It doesn't have to be a specific thing. It's just what makes you feel calm and balanced. Like putting on, like if you're getting up in the morning, like not having an alarm that's going to be like, wow, wow.
See
like
that?
maybe
I changed my alarm
alarm.
years ago, and mine is like chimes. Doon, 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 doon,
Might take a little bit
doon,
longer
doon,
to get
doon,
up, but
doon.
isn't it a nice way to wake up?
You're
Like,
not activated.
Yeah.
But have you found along this journey, obviously you're like really into music as well, and from a young age, but have you found true like healing and growing and evolving, that your music taste kind of like changes throughout the years and what you listen to like time to time?
I think depending on what you want.
Yeah.
So like if you want to feel like, and I'm awful for hyper focusing on one song constantly for
But
about
I'm
a
the
week.
same as you. I'm like on
Can't
repeat.
get enough of it.
Depends. Which song?
Just any song will go on for about 2 weeks
Yeah.
straight. Like at the moment, it's did you see Hamnet?
No,
It's
I
the
haven't
soundtrack
seen
for
it.
Hamnet. Like, and I will just literally, because I saw it and I'll literally just cry. And I'm like, okay, maybe you need to stop like playing this song because it just make me cry.
But I'm the same. Like I have a certain few that I listen to now because I'm like a softer acoustic in the morning, nothing heavy. People that get into their car and listen to like rave
Techno
music
and-
at 7:30 in the morning.
Maybe going to the gym,
Yeah, but I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like that would send my nervous system into oblivion. But there's two guys I went to see. There's a band called Vrail.
Okay.
Vraell. Now, I mean, they are whimsical. Like, they're so fab. Like, I'll give you the name. But last year, my friend couldn't go to them. They were on the Workman's. And I'd always come across, like, new bands because from playlists that you make to other playlists
Yeah,
and stuff.
love that.
Anyway, she cancelled. And a little part of me was like, I'm going to cancel. And I was like, no. I went on my own to the gig in the Workman's. And obviously, it was intimate. Our age or whatever, but no one on their phones because the Workman's is real intimate, And I had the best time ever. Like I immersed myself in that music. The phone stayed in my pocket and I was like...
So you don't talk to people when you go to gigs?
No.
Me neither.
Don't
You
talk
have
to me.
to be fussy
Don't-
about
no,
who
no,
you
no, no, no,
go
no, 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 no. Like I remember one time...
Like I'll try, I'll be like nice,
No.
but like, shut up talking to me. Like,
No.
I'm in it.
Yeah, Emma, yeah. Like I'm like you with sound.
Yeah.
Even like I want to start like DJing as well, but just for myself.
Yeah,
because
no,
I
of course.
love music and sound. I think it's
But it's so creative, like,
it's so
you know.
creative. And I remember I was at All Together Now, and I think Jamie XX was on, right? And I was like, yeah, living it up. And some guy came over, like my friend's friend, and he started wanting to have a proper chat. And I kind of knew him. And he came over again. And I just went, no, sorry, I can't have a chat. And he was like, what? I was like, sorry, I can't talk.
Yeah.
And the next day he was like to me, Emma, he was like, you just said no to. I was like, yeah, I remember. Like, I was like,
I was
in my little world. Like, I was dancing, I was vibing. I didn't want to have a chat. Like, have a chat later.
Yeah. When it's over.
When it's over.
Yeah.
You're wrecking my bus.
Yeah. Or like you can hear people talking at like the most pinnacle part of a song and you're like, ugh. Like you can just hear it at the back. But look,
Oh, yeah.
that's what
I'm
happens
like
when
that.
you go to gigs, but you know.
Yeah, because I seen Ben Bomber all together now. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
He's playing that
I
actually.
haven't gone to that yet. I know. I haven't
You've
gone.
been to all together now.
No.
I'm surprised. Do you know what? Actually, my boyfriend sent it to me. They're looking for wellness
I know.
people.
Now I'll give you a laugh.
What?
Because I've started the submission and it's still sitting as an open tab on my thing. Like, this is my life.
You definitely have ADHD.
Oh, no, I do. And I'll give you another laugh. So I have a family member that does, so I know.
Yeah,
like, he's, like,
I
literally
say this
diagnosed
all
me.
the time. But if you don't have something, it's nearly that you're not normal. Do you know what I mean? I think we're
A lot
all
of creatives
neurodivergent.
do. Like,
yeah,
a lot
we
of
all
creatives
are.
have.
We all are.
Yeah. But I think the word just gets bashed around
It does,
so much.
and I
it's a
don't
bit
like
annoying,
using it all the time. Yeah.
But like I said, I have a family member who is diagnosed, and they're like, you definitely, like it, as in my main family. And he's like, yeah, you so do. But I have done the first part of the ADHD diagnosis, and typical ADHD, I haven't finished it. So,
Yeah.
like, you know, I'm halfway through.
Yeah.
But they were like, you pass with flying colours, move on to the next one. Thanks very much. And I'm like, great, you just need to. Admin is not my thing. Somebody hands me admin.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what to do with this. Which is so weird that I did an accounts job for 10 years. So
You had no choice, really. Like, you were just bashing through it.
bashing through it.
Yeah, but would you do all together now?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, how did we go from that to that, back to that?
See,
you
I just know how to navigate back.
Yeah.
I'm like, we have to backtrack.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because when he said that to me, and I was like, he was sending it to me, and I was like, what would I do there? Am I going to do breath work, meditation, and as well, I want to go just to like go. I don't want to be
And not in work mode.
facilitator in
Yeah,
work mode.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's my time to like be free
Because
and have
if you
a few
get
days
the
off.
Sunday, I find at festivals, if you get the Sunday one, it's on your mind for the whole thing.
Yeah, you're better off doing Saturday morning and then you're boxed
Same
off.
with EP, like, you know.
Did you do EP?
I've done it 3 times.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, because I went to Mora's and then, you were.
Yeah,
you
I
were
think it was
down-
after Mora one time.
You were
Yeah.
down near the sauna.
Yeah, in Cree.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the first year I did a Friday, Saturday and Sunday.
God, that's a lot.
Second year I did Saturday, Sunday. And then last year
I'd
I
say
did
that was
one, so I'm
full.
probably not going to do it again.
Yeah, no.
I don't know. It's not
Yeah.
going in the right trajectory. I can't say that word.
That's
The right
okay.
thing, whatever.
The right way.
3, 2, 1. Maybe I'll just go and enjoy this year. Who knows?
Yeah.
I'd still like to do it though.
Yeah, and then we were. It was so funny. Off air, we were talking about like zodiac signs, right? Because I was like, I followed Emma for years, right? But this is our first time meeting, and this is why I love the podcast. It was like my previous pod that I done with Anna O'Connor as well. I love just having conversations, and you even said to me, you were like, you hadn't done a podcast in how many years?
4.
Yeah,
I've definitely only done like 2, maybe I'd say.
yeah.
I don't know why. So I was like, I think this looks like a nice
Yeah.
vibe. Yeah.
And then even like that as well, I love having people on where it's like, right, I actually want to get to know you. Like I want to want to know your vibe as well and bringing you on board. We were talking about zodiacs as well. And I was like, what star sign are you? Because I was like, is she a bit of water in her now? And she told me she was Gemini.
Gemini. I'm sorry.
I
It's
was
the
like,
best one.
What did I say?
Very
I was like, you're
protective.
hot and you're cold.
I would have thought
No.
you were Gemini because I saw
I'm
some.
Gemini.
Well, I saw on your story the other day you were like 4 months to being 4. I was like, she's definitely Gemini then because
No,
I was like
July.
calculating the months. But
I
you're
know,
July.
July baby. I am, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the same day as Princess Diana.
Oh my God.
1st of July.
Death or birth?
Birthday.
Okay.
Yeah.
1st of July.
I know.
Learn
She's
something new every
Cancerian
day.
queen. I love her.
Yeah, she is.
Two of my idols now with the vibes. Obviously, Princess Diana, Samantha Jones.
Yes. Those two mixed together.
Yeah, bit of Marilyn and Monroe as well.
Style and
Yeah,
like madness.
just swag and
yeah.
like, yeah. But then I love a bit of hippiness in there as well. We were talking about
Who
that.
would be the third one to enter?
Enter.
As in the third bit of hippiness
Yeah,
that's
I
going to
know.
bring.
A bit of like free spirit vibes.
You can be a bit of everything. You don't have to fit into one box.
This is what I was, and that's why it's called all of the above as well. And we were talking about this even like in the wellness world as well. I do think that It's over the years, it's really changing now. And we were saying that even like PR events and events, a lot of people are going into like the wellness area to advertise their own brand, whether it's like skincare and then they're doing yoga and sound baths in with it. Because you've done sisterly
Yeah.
supplements.
Yeah, last month. Yeah.
With that as well, and like adding that in. But even I do think with the wellness industry, number one, I said this before, it's getting so saturated. Obviously, yeah, you need a niche.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, I feel, this is my own personal stance, sometimes is it people pressure or myself pressure to try be so wellnessy where your other things as well, like you want to put your makeup on, you want to get your hair done, you want to go into Pennies and get a few bits, but you're able to do yoga and have a grain juice at the same time. But it's like you're trying to contradict two of them instead of wanting to be all.
I just think be yourself.
That's what I do be.
Yeah, I
Do you
know.
get me?
I know.
Where
I know.
sometimes I'm in scraps with myself. I'm like, am I a lie?
Yeah, I find that as well a little
Do you
bit.
get me?
Like,
In what way?
like I just find, like you say, I think maybe as a Gemini, I wear so many hats in my head that some days I'm like, I want to be this, and then other days I want to be this, and I just do it.
Yeah. And what's your big three?
Oh, no, you see, I am the worst person to ask about this because I do not watch TV. I'm the worst person. So I don't know. I'd have to have a think.
No, do you do your placements in your zodiac chart?
No.
Right. So I done this before,
will,
and then
should.
it's very interesting, right? If to know about your big three, because if you're into zodiac, if you're into astrology, horoscopes, etc., right? I'm mad for all this shit, and I done them there a few years ago, and I'm a Cancer sun.
Sorry, I'm laughing.
You're talking about TV.
You said when you asked big
Yeah,
three, I
you
was
said
thinking
TV.
of. No, do you know why? Because I thought we were talking. I thought we were talking about the Diana.
No.
That three?
No.
Like, so it's like, I don't watch TV, so I don't really like know who I can compare myself.
I think there's about 50 conversations going on here within one.
If people have got this far, fair play.
Yeah, no, we'll go back to Diana. Oh, why did you have another
But
one
you
for
know
me?
what I meant? Because you wanted to bring the hippie person in.
Yeah, I'll think of the hippie one.
Yeah.
Someone out like Woodstock or something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we think about it.
I will. But no, your zodiac big three, do you know who they are? No? What they are?
As in moon, star.
Yeah, moon, sun, and
So I
rising.
know the main one is Gemini, but I can't remember what the moon is.
Right.
I thought it was Leo, but it's not. And I remember when I read it, probably should just get the phone out and have a look. But I remember when I read it, I was a bit disappointed.
Really?
I was a bit like, oh, I didn't think I connected with that sign at all.
But did you ChatGPT this?
No, I did it properly.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I did it properly.
'cause
But that's
not
why I
always
can't
right.
remember because it's so long ago.
I'm a Cancer sun, a Taurus moon, and a Virgo rising.
I think I have Virgo in me.
So yeah, that's why we connect.
Yeah, but it's not the first one. We'll have a look.
We'll have a little look. I do be mad for all this. And what do
Yeah.
you think about like tarot card readers? Are you into that?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who'd you go see now?
I haven't gone for ages because I only really go when I feel like I need a bit of guidance. And obviously, I need a bit of... I went like twice after my dad died and I got loads of
Who'd you get them
closure.
done?
It was just a girl locally to where I am.
Sometimes
She's not on
it's always
Instagram or
yeah.
anything like that.
They're
but,
probably the
sometimes
best
they're
ones.
the best. Yeah, yeah. Sue, I know her name was Sue anyway, and she was really great. And she told, like, she didn't know anything about me, but she was still able to tell me loads about stuff and about like my dad and stuff that was maybe not said, like in the medical thing.
Yeah.
I was like, no, that's not what he died of. He died from this, that way. And I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. So
Yeah, like I go every year. That's like my thing.
okay.
The start of the year. But I know, like I've talked about this on other pods as well, but I'm quite picky. Like if you're just giving me a reading and you're like, so this is the judgment card, this means this, and this. No, I know that already.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
that.
The
I
book-
want you
the
to
book
tell
can
me
tell you
my
that.
deepest, darkest secrets. Like, tell
Yeah.
me the name, the date, whatever. But then I don't religiously live by that going at 10:45 on the 25th of April,
waiting.
something.
Yeah.
You can't. It's a pinch of salt because you can take the other road. But I would love to go I had one or two message me say from Instagram. They're good. They are good. But I like deeper, like people who are like old school, like living in the mountains. You can't find them on Instagram type thing.
Yeah.
But there is a girl actually, I went to her before years ago. She's Australian. You might know her, but she moved back to Australia. She's amazing. Penelope Austin.
Okay.
Yeah, she does the Middletons and all, like, right? she's brilliant. I got her a few years ago, and she was able to say to me, you're gonna meet a guy very soon, but he's gonna be in like a suit, or he's gonna be all like dressed. He's gonna be an older man. 2 days later, I met my ex. Like she told me to the day. She's like, "You are going to meet him in September." Like,
Yeah.
and I was
Oh my
like, "What are you
God.
on about?" Like, and then I went for a date with him 2 days later, and was with him for 3 years.
Just happened.
Just happened out of the blue. He was like a friend of a friend.
Yeah.
Mental, like.
Like, I remember, it must be about 20 years ago now, I went to somebody and I was real like, oh, I would have been engaged at the time. Took off the ring, did everything, like was literally giving her nothing, which isn't good either. I think you need to have some sort of openness. But this is before I understood energy work. And I was kind of like, see what you can tell me sort of thing.
I was like that the last one. I was
technique.
like, I'm saying no to everything.
Yeah. But I remember just out of the blue, she looked at the card and she goes, "Who's Jack?" And I was like, that's my son's name.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God. But something that she said to me, she kept bringing up Summer Hill. And for years, I've always remembered that. Nothing has ever happened at Summer Hill. So if anything ever happens in the future about Summer Hill, good or bad, you'll be like, you'll know now, I was told.
In town, like?
I don't know, because there's loads of Summer Hills. So every time I see the name, I'm like, is something going to happen here? Like, as in, is something big, good or bad, going to happen around Summer Hill? So every time I see it, I'm like, interesting. But nothing's happened yet.
And have you had any like crazy things that have happened to people from your sound healing, from your shamanic healing, from Reiki, like anything that you're like, oh my God, this happened?
Yeah, like the shamanism, I trained more for myself. So I did that up in Mayo, and it was, oh my God, it was an incredible year. So you went every month for 12 months.
Oh, wow.
And you did the weekend there. And then I found it great. Like some people were like, why are you going all the way to Mayo? And I was like, because that's how I can decompress. Like for me, it was great for personal
Did you take any
learning.
plant medicine as well?
No, there's no plant medicine on that one. So the group was perfect for me as well, because we started off at 15, and by kind of week, which always happens, like the group always kind of filters out. There was one guy on it, bless him, he never came back after the last one. It was all girls, which was what I needed. Like I needed that sisterhood, you know? So there was 7 of us by the end, and we were like this by the end. Like we helped each other through so much. Some of them have gone off and done like, you know, their own sort of teachings and stuff like that. But I found like it was just more for me. So I went in with it for me, and I have done like a few circles, but I feel like that year was more for me of how to let go of things and understand things and kind of work through things that I had been through in my life. So absolutely brilliant. Shout out to Atlantis in Mayo. So, and you go to visit all the sacred sites and everything, which is great. So I really loved that. So you're talking about the sound baths and like how
anything
people...
overall, like have you ever had like someone be like, this happened to me, like, or, you know, a mad story from their own journey, whether it's sound, Reiki, that they came to you and were like, this has happened going through your journey? Yeah,
like a lot of people have deep like healing from it. I do have a funny story where a girl that came along, she's obviously going through, I'm not going to say anything like, but she's obviously going through stuff. And she must have been in her mind going, oh my God, at a crossroads, trying to make a decision. And she came back and she's like, my husband said I'm not allowed to come to another sound bath because after that one I jacked at my job. But she was obviously trying to like get clarity on the situation. But she's like, it's been the best decision I've ever had to make. But I actually know the husband, and he was joking, going, don't go to Emma's sound baths again. But she's as happy out now with the decision she made. But she was obviously looking for that moment of clarity, you know. I think around COVID, I noticed a lot of people had a lot of emotions. So when I started doing it, it was after, so I was doing them on the beach when we weren't allowed inside.
In Portmarnock or Killiney?
In Portmarnock, yeah. It was mad. I used to get up at 4 o'clock because I had it in my head. We'll do
was
sunrise.
This with, the Breathe, Trust, Flow with the full moons?
Lorraine. So Lorraine used to do it up a little bit from me. It was either Saturday or Sundays, I think we did it. No, I did my own ones. And I used to just keep them kind of small circles because I didn't have mics and stuff like that, and I was afraid people wouldn't hear. So I used to keep them small. But like I had it in my head I wanted to do sunrise. But like sunrise was at like 6:30. So I was getting up
4 o'clock in the morning.
4 o'clock in the morning to bring the stuff up to the beach. Thankfully I had like a couple of friends that were like, you can't do that on your own, Emma. But I would have been like, I'll just do it on my own, it's grand. Like I'm silly like that. So I started doing that, and then I noticed like loads of people had obviously gone through a lot of things over COVID, so they were much more emotional. They were letting go of an awful lot. Like it was like for people, it was a terrible time. Like, you know, So I definitely noticed then there was much more of a release happening with sound baths and people that were coming along. But a lot of the work I do is group work. Like I'd love to do one-to-ones again. I just don't have the space. So like everything's in my house.
Yeah. You know, do you have your own studio? Or
Not
do you
yet.
just go,
It's on
not
the
yet.
list.
Love that. Not yet.
Saying no, not yet.
Yeah.
It's definitely on the list. So like my whole sitting room is covered. Like I'll tell you a funny story. So when I started doing the sounds, I hadn't got any instruments. I think I owned one bowl. And I had it for years. I got it in that place in Dunleary. There's like a little kind of wellnessy shop. And I bought that one and I had it for years and loved it. But then when I started getting into sound, I was obviously buying more. And Steve was probably like, what is she doing now? Like, not more stuff. Because our house isn't that big. Like, there's 5 of us in it. So I started hiding the stuff, right? So we're in COVID, right? And nobody was going out anywhere. So when I want something, like I go tunnel vision, like total beeline it, like, you know, and every spare bit of money that I had, I was putting towards anything that I could buy. So I was starting off a boat and they're pricey, like, you know.
Yeah.
So I was hiding them because he was probably like, oh, here's another fad. Like, and how could I tell him, oh, by the way, I'm going to start this business, but I'm going to invest thousands into it. And I don't even know if I'm going to get this back.
Yeah.
You know, so I really had to trust myself. But I just knew deep down that this was it. Like, I just knew, no, this is the path you need to go. Like we were talking about that 360 or 180, whatever that circle is. I had, when I was saying, like, I really regretted not pursuing the DJing and that sort of stuff, because I did feel like that was my calling at that time. And then once I was given the opportunity to do it again, I was like, I am never getting sidetracked again. Like, I felt so blessed that I was given this other opportunity through the pandemic, through like not having a job, because there was no pubs or clubs at the time to do the accounts for. So I was like, okay, this is your chance. And we didn't know how long we were going to be in that. Like, we could have been like a month and I'd be like back to the thing going, because I 2 small kids at home, like I couldn't
afford not to work or do
so
something.
I just had to like get my training done and couldn't obviously do the actual work for a year because the restrictions were all over the place. But that really...
You done stuff under the radar, don't lie. We all
did
did.
the beach stuff, did the online stuff, you know, did loads of practice on Friends. But, oh no, you lost me. Hold on, what was I saying?
When you were doing the work as well on the beach, and then you were doing other work, you couldn't afford the bowls, etc. And then you had to make it work. You trusted yourself more than to lose opportunity with DJing.
Yes. So when I was given the chance, I just took it, and everything, like Steve always jokes at that time, and he's like, if you wear that bloody blue jumper again, because I wasn't buying myself any clothes or anything, and I was like, sure, nobody sees me. Like, look at that blue jumper.
It's branding.
Yeah,
it's Emma West in the blue jumper.
If I buy another jumper, like that's going to be like a chime, like
50 quid, 60 quid, whatever it is.
Literally was like sacrificed my whole wardrobe for a year. But anyway, by the time we were emerging out of the madness, like I had a good setup to start with. But it was so funny because when I bought the first gong that I had, I was like, there's no way I can hide this now. I'm going to have to tell him, because I was like hiding all the stuff in the wardrobe. So eventually I was like, yeah, no, I'm going to go for this. And it, like, to be honest, it took a lot for him to readjust to my new schedule that I had just decided, because I was working 9 to 5.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, and I was actually working from home. So before anybody was working from home, I was working from home.
Do you still work as well?
I do a little bit
here and there, yeah.
Just
and
more like a bad smell. I can't get out of that agency.
Total entertainment. I can't get away. I think
I'll just be there for life, but no, I do a little bit.
Yeah, but it's grand as well. So you're like full time with this now.
This is full time and more, like, you know. So I don't have time to do anything else.
No.
And then obviously the kids and stuff. But like, no, fair play to him, because I literally just flipped my whole thing upside down and said, well, now I'm going to work weekends all the time.
Yeah. Like I'd be the same, even like I have hikes on or I'm doing something and I'm like, I absolutely love it.
I think you have to though. If you don't love it, you won't give up that precious time.
100%. And like I think like my sisters and my family, because like they'd be used to, and we are like used to society, and which is okay. Like I've done the 9 to 5s, I've worked 60 hours, and like that is the norm. But then when you go to self-employment, yeah, I'm scared shitless all the time.
Yeah.
We secretly love it because that gives us the drive to keep going, for that resilience. But then they're looking at me like yesterday I was teaching yoga in Emerald Park. Then I came home. Then I done a singles night. Then I was up this morning. I had to do content with my sister for Arnott's. Then drove out here and I'm on the podcast. And they're like, what the fuck are you doing 24 hours? But yeah, I'll chill the weekend.
Yeah.
But I do love it. Like, I am my own boss.
But I don't think it feels like work.
No, it doesn't feel like
You
work.
know, so you're not spending the same energy that you would doing something that you hate.
Yeah. But even like that as well, like I've thought about this, even me, I'm in a place now, right, where I wouldn't mind doing like 3 days a week for the structure, stability, security, right? That's a big thing for me. And I want to get a mortgage. Do you know what I mean? I want to, like, you know, I'm saving, but I'm finding it like even impossible. And I feel like it's this pull that the universe has on me is like, I fucking love what I do. Like, it's not like a job at all. Even when I do healing circles, everything, I was like, I get to do this. This is fab. But at the same time, I need the money in my bank to live because it's $3,000 for a shoebox somewhere a month. Or if you want to like own a house in Dublin now, it's $500,000. I'm fucked.
Madness. Like, it's just
like I'm
madness.
absolutely like I'm fucked. Like, so it's even like that. Even though you shouldn't be saying that out to the universe because I know things will work out for me. But I'm like, as a second time buyer, I'm not eligible for anything.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like,
it's hard to not like get down about it a little bit, you know, when it's so like, well, when it's not as if there's a time. Like, it's not like, oh, maybe in 2 years things will be better. It's like, it feels like, is it ever going to get easier for people to buy?
I don't know. And I just hope like it just falls through the arse it did about 10 years ago as well.
Yeah, and then you'd be ready.
I know. Yeah. So I don't know what to do. But then, sorry, one thing I didn't ask is, in 2020, what was your aha moment that you were like, I'm going to take up sound healing? Like, this is it. Like, after obviously Reiki and the crystals with Sharon, what was your like, I'm going to go in on this, like, as in, and I feel I'm going to go in. What was that moment of certainty for yourself?
It was because I'd been searching. I knew, like I said, I wanted to do more, but I couldn't figure out in what. So like, I'd looked at yoga, I'd looked at reflexology, and it was when I went to that sound bath, I was like, this is it. This is it. This is how I merge what I've learned about energy and how I can help people alongside my love of music and creating soundscapes through sound. So like, that was it. I couldn't, like you say, I couldn't go back after that. So
yeah, you can really see, like, even me when I'm looking and listening from a bird's eye view from just listening to you, right? Maybe it's me and my life coaching skills as well, but it's like I can see the whole like jigsaw pieces. I'm like, oh, you had to go through that to do that, and then the DJ didn't happen because
it wouldn't have gave me the fire.
The drive?
Yeah, I know. I'm okay with that now. But when you're in that like place before going, I'm after fucking it up, like, and you don't know where it's going to lead you. But even the accounts, I'm like, well, that makes me do my own accounts.
Yeah, and I think people will resonate, even like your story, like, you know, trying to like a young mom, do you know what I mean? You had to make it work. So you have that fire in your belly, but when something else came along after having Jack as well, you lose sight of you as Emma, like, you know, that way. But then as you got a little bit older and then having the kids and you're like, fuck that. I'm not letting that fire go out again.
No, 100%. And I think like when you're saying, you know, I did feel like I missed out on a lot when I was younger, obviously having, you know, Jack really young.
Yeah.
I think like now, I'm like, no, I'm going to do all those things.
Yeah.
And I find a lot of us are like that now.
I'm really like stepping into that because I would have been a lot of self-doubt, a lot of self-sabotage, a lot of, even though I can come across confident, self-esteem, all that. But more like kind of like on my weight and stuff, as when I was younger, I was heavier and all. But, or even just in my own head, you know what I mean? Like the doubt, like the younger girl coming back into my head.
Yeah.
But now I feel as I'm getting a little bit older and I'm very conscious about the circles I'm in and who I'm talking to, who I'm involved, or what energy I'm giving to people, places, things. Turning 40, I kind of have ran out of fucks to give. Like I've now, and I
feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah, like,
like
I'm in my zero fucks era. Like even though, you will get upset time to time if someone annoys you or gives you a comment like that. You're human, but not taking everything personally, to heart and personally. Like
I used to take,
you know,
everything to heart. Oh my God! Like, but I think it's because I was such a people pleaser growing up. Like I'm telling you now, like I would not do anything for me. I just wanted to please everybody else. And of course, I think we still carry that.
Yeah.
But I think either it's age or the work we've done on ourselves.
Both.
Yeah, I think so too. We are more aware of it. And I'm much better at setting boundaries now. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. Like I will still do things to obviously help people and stuff, but I know I'm not going to give away all of my energy, which I would have done for years to certain people. And yeah, just kind of going, no, like I need to be me too.
Yeah, and that's a big thing, like where I find that from being people pleasing and wanting to be liked and everything like that over the years, like you crave someone's validation and attention, and if they don't like you, that affects your mood. But one thing I've learned over the years is the only thing you can control is you.
Yeah.
Is your mood, is how you feel towards a certain person, how they feel towards you. That's nothing got to do with you.
Yeah.
How
That's a them problem.
Yeah, how you feel towards you. And I find over the last few years, even with validation as well. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I'm on social media. But regardless of that, it's like I need to validate myself like before I'm looking for it externally. And I do think the likes of the work, as we call it, has helped me so much with that. Like, you know, solo traveling, sound baths, healing, Reiki. I'm like,
How did you find the solo traveling? Because
fucking love it.
doing it, but I just haven't had an opportunity to do it as much.
I
But you
feel
did like
it's gonna
proper.
come your way.
Yeah, well, the kids are like 10, like the youngest one's 10
In
now,
a few
so
years'
definitely.
time, yeah.
Yeah.
Even like, you know, I always say start off small. So even if you're a little bit nervous,
Oh no, I'm not nervous, but I've never done like
even a
2,
weekend,
3 weeks.
do a weekend.
Oh, I've done all of that.
Oh, Grant.
But what I'm talking about is going to a different continent I haven't done yet.
Ah, you're well able. So
Yeah.
I went in and I remember I was single and I was like, right, I'm going on this journey. I remember saying to my mum, I was like, right, mum, I was like, I'm off to do yoga teacher training. I'm going to Sri Lanka as well. She's like, you what? And I was like, yeah. I was like, I'm going for nearly 3 months. She was like, Emma, like what? Like, here we go again. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, what else is she going to throw at me? Because I was only after going for the previous year for 2 weeks on my own, even though I had a boyfriend at the time.
Yeah.
I needed to go. It was like my eat, pray, love moment. I just needed to escape and be free because it was right kind of after COVID as well. We could only travel. So from that then say the relationship, whatever, I broke up. But the next year I was like, I always felt called to do my yoga teacher training. I don't know why, but I just wanted to do this. I wanted to do it in Sri Lanka, but then the place is sold out. So I had to go back to Bali. I was like, I have to go back there for a reason.
Yeah.
Went back there, done the yoga teacher training. And I remember like, every second or third day I was fucking crying. Like, I just was like, I can't. But I remember one of the teachers said to me, why are you here? Like, why are you here? So I actually used to journal every day and I actually asked myself the why. And obviously like everyone was like a size 6 to an 8 and they were all like jumping into pretzels. Like, do you know what I mean? I was barely getting into my own yoga era as well. And I was like, to break down the barriers and the negative self-talk I have towards my body. And I was like, my body is a powerhouse. I can do whatever it wants. So what if I'm curvy? I can move my body. Yoga, the stigma around yoga and exercises, we have to be slim. We have to be fit.
Yeah.
We have to have No. You can have a belly. You can have rolls. You can have cellulite. Whatever it is, you're moving your body. And that alone and the yoga journey, I'd say gave me, with the solo traveling as well, the most freeing and embodying experience to be my expressive, authentic self. Just to show up, like, I don't care. Like, here's my body, here's my belly, whatever it is. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. And just love yourself.
I love myself that bit more. Yeah, I have my moments, but the solo traveling was so empowering.
Yeah, okay.
Like, there was one stage, I've always been the biggest planner. I used to be a buyer, right? And I'd have the spreadsheets and I'd have everything. One time I literally was landing on the plane into Bali. I was like, fuck, I forgot my visa. I was getting so laid back.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, I'm after doing a 360. And I was like, I'm getting so laid back here that I'm forgetting things. But I was so chilled. And I was like, hey guys, like even my mom was like, Emma, you look so chill. Would you not just like stay there for another while? I was like, are you setting up a GoFundMe page? Do you know what I mean? I have to go home to work, like, do you know? But I could totally see another part of my life setting up a little coffee shop in Sri Lanka or Bali, a little studio. Give it to me.
No stress.
But imagine that, like 6 months of the year there, 6 months of the year, like,
And why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
I'm trying to save for a shack somewhere in Dublin, but
Might as well have a shack somewhere.
Might as well have the shack somewhere
Have a
else.
bit of sun, like.
Honestly, yeah.
You know?
So it's so empowering, and especially even like the amount of women that were doing it, but even that had families, that had kids, they were like, I need a 2-week break from being like a mammy, a business owner. And I actually find it when I solo travel, you get so creative. Your mind is like, like a whiteboard, and you're like, I have an idea for a retreat. And I was doing things, and I came back, and I'm like, I'm ready to rock. But then a few months later, you kind of go back into the rat race. It
gets hard. Yeah,
it gets hard.
It's easy to get sucked back in, isn't it? Like I find like they're two totally different worlds.
Completely.
Yeah, like that away.
I love it.
Everything you have, like I say, everything is just going around your head, and you're like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and then if you don't act on it straight away, but things take time as well.
Yeah,
you know,
I know.
I'm the biggest procrastinator ever. I'm not as bad, but the only reason why I'm not that bad anymore is I actually walk around the house with a pen and paper constantly. That's the only way I get things done, and I just have to write stuff down. Going, okay, in the next hour I'm going to do this.
Oh, I have it on my phone, Emma, to do.
I can't do the phone. I have to physically write it. Like.
Yeah, no, but I have it in the diary as well. Okay. As in, like, I love writing things down. So I have like a planner, but I have to write down notes. It's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I love an hand-written note as well.
I think I spend more time doing the lists than actually doing the work.
I love a list, yeah. Talk about list of things to do now. What is the list of things that's up and coming for Emma West?
So I just launched after a couple of years of people asking me, I've just launched the training for sound healing.
And I asked you that.
Yeah, you did. And I've been so surprised that the first and second one have sold out. So the April date and the June date have sold out, and I have another June date. That's up on the website.
Where's that on?
So the first two were in Dunboyne Castle.
Stunning.
Yeah. Because I'm local to there. Like I'm only 5 minutes.
I'm
doing
Dunboyne. A wellness event there on the 26th.
Because I was there the other day, and I was going to the toilet, and I closed the door, and I was like, "There's Emma."
Yeah,
there was a picture of
I
you.
tell you, March 26th, Dunboyne Castle, a wellness evening with me, 6 to 9. So
26th. I'm actually away.
€20 tickets. Link in my bio.
But I will definitely go to the next one. Dunboyne's gorgeous. Like, I love it. Really nice.
It's fab. The spa and all is amazing.
So I'm using one of the French, I think it's the Francini room, one of the rooms up in the old house.
And how much is it? Is it for a weekend?
It's Saturday and Sunday with food. Introductory offer, $495.
And would you get a diploma then to be?
So it's 3 parts. Yeah. So like level 1, 2 and 3. Fab. So I'm still working on, it's a full practitioner course, but I'm still working on the dates for level 2 and level 3. Honestly, Emma, I didn't think it was going to go that quick, so I hadn't even got the level 2 and level 3.
You're the best in the biz, though, girl.
Not there's loads of people. No, look,
you're up there.
I don't take compliments very well.
And thank you. Go on.
Thank you.
You're the best in the biz, Emma.
I'm very passionate about it.
You're the best in the biz, Emma.
I was just going to say, I'm really passionate. No, and I'm so grateful to obviously the community that I've built over the last 5 years. Like they are incredible. Like they're so loyal and so supportive. And like all of the things that are happening are because of them booking into the sound baths. Like none of that would have been possible.
It is a niche though. We were even talking, and I saw you're doing something with Alan Muller.
Ah, yeah, me and Alan do a few things. Yeah, he's gas.
He's a little
sweetheart.
Gas.
Yeah, so we're doing. He does his Slán stuff.
Yeah, I really want to get to one of his, but they sell out so quick.
They fly out.
Hotcakes, I think it sold in like 5 minutes. The last one, I was like, Alan.
Yeah, and we have like 150 coming to this one.
Wow.
It's in the bigger room in Emma.
Oh, fab. Is that on sale? Yeah.
Oh, it's gone. Being and gone. Like by the time he tags me, it's sold out. Like, I know. Absolutely flies.
I feel now people are really latching onto the wellness a lot more than 2 years ago, where people want to be well and self-care, where before they're like, I'm not spending €40 on an event, where now it's like, I'm off the drink, so why wouldn't I? You know, that way.
Yeah, and it's much more nourishing, much more wholesome.
Way nourishing.
And then you can just get up the next day and do more. Like,
so you have your training and you're thinking of doing more. What else is on?
Well, these bowls here are definitely
going to give us a little.
I will. Yeah, we will in a minute, maybe before the end. So these are a bit of an exclusive because I have the 12 and the 14 centimetre ones that were released. They're a bit smaller.
They're stunning. Like, look at these. She has her logo in them and all. Like, oh my.
These ones are much bigger.
Stunning.
So, because I want to like grow the range.
That's unreal. No, they're fab. So between your rebranding on your website and now your sound bowls, like, girl, you're getting it all.
it's getting there. You know, you'd like it to be happening quicker, but then I have to be patient and stuff. So
That's it.
when I look back on 5 years ago, 6 years ago,
Yeah.
I've done a lot. But then when you're always looking forward, you just want to be
I know.
further along. And I'm the
know.
worst person for like taking time. I'm just like, okay, move on to the next thing, move on to the next thing. Because there's like so much up there that I want to just get out. But it'll happen. It'll happen.
It will happen as well. And before we go, I need to give you your little sound bowls
But
as
you
well.
can play one as well.
Oh, give us a bit.
You
now.
choose your favourite.
I feel like the larger, the bigger, the better.
I'll go for the small one. So that one, the mallet I gave you, is just to hammer rather than.
Can you hear that?
Let's see.
Unreal. Yeah, you don't have to bring it around. They're fab.
Go too mad
They're
with it.
so
This
nice.
might
You can
be
buy them on your
weird.
website.
Not these ones yet.
No,
they're
not
not
yet.
available yet.
Oh,
But the smaller
fab.
ones.
And then in saying that now, where can people follow you and find you?
Well, to make it awkward, I have 2 pages. Do you have 2 pages? I have 2 Instagram pages.
I follow you on the 2 pages.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, deadly. So emmawest.ie is the one that is kind of just more me and events and stuff. But the branded one is West Sound and Wellness is the other one as well. So the whole thing about West is I just have this thing about my second name. I love my second name. Like even when I got married, I didn't change it. I was like, sorry. I have to keep it.
Yes, Queen. Your
So,
name is a lovely name.
I don't know about you, but I wasn't
No,
ever
I hate
mad
my
about
surname,
my second
Kyo.
name
Kyo,
or my
melt.
first name. It took me ages to actually get on board with Emma.
Yeah, well, here's a fun fact. My real name is not Emma.
Go on.
I was christened Sarah Emma.
Sarah Emma. Sarah Emma Kyo. What's your confirmation name?
Elizabeth.
Oh, mine's Adele. And do you know how I got that?
Well, not through the singer.
No,
She
she
wasn't
wasn't
around.
even around.
Yeah.
There was a girl sitting in front of me in school.
Agway. I'll
And
take her name.
I just hadn't got it picked, and our teacher, like this, we could have a whole other pod on this now. But the teacher came in and said, I'm going to come around now and do the things. And I was terrified I hadn't got it picked. And I genuinely just panicked and looked at the girl in front
Adele.
and says, Adele. So that's how I got
I took it not because of Queen Elizabeth now. I think because my auntie's name, her middle name. So I love when it kind of goes through the family. Do you know that kind of
Yeah.
way? So I was like, here, Sarah Emma Elizabeth Kyo.
That is nice.
Yeah. Well, Emma. Yeah. You know? So there we
I mean,
go.
look, we're matching shoes.
I
and
know.
all.
Ta-da!
Yours are sparklier
A
than
twin.
mine. but
I'm
anyway,
telling you.
2 Emmas.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So emmawest.ie and then
the website
Sound.
is West Sound and Wellness.
Amazing.
Stands for We Experience Sound Together.
Fabulous. Well, thanks so much for coming on. I've absolutely loved the chats.
Thanks for having me.
We've definitely dived into a lot, and I hope this touches a lot of people's hearts, not only between the journey you've been on from being a young single mother, going into owning what you want, taking a chance on yourself. Sometimes when opportunities come up, if they don't steer you in one way, it actually gives you the drive to go in the other way. And here you are helping others heal. So thank you.
Thanks a lot.